The audacity of it. Amazing, isn't it, Ito? I mean, not to speak of bad manners, but they've actually returned my gift to young Alexandra. Once again, I ask, what kind of people are these Coreys that they would snatch a toy out of a child's hand on her birthday? Well, it's not Amanda's doing. She wouldn't do that. No. She understood. She would have understood the impulse. It's her boorish husband. He's responsible for this insult, the little twit. Now, the Jenna Norris video. Tell me, do we know if the distributor has received the re-edited tape?
It is as you wish.
Excellent. Now I must please ask you, Ito, to leave me alone. I have a little research to do.
Forget about your own pain and show Ryan how much you love him.
I already tried that. As a matter of fact, I went to the jail with some phony law credentials. It was a total and complete and utter bust.
You have to give him some time. He's got a lot on his mind.
Mother, he's hiding in there. That's why he won't accept bail money from me or from his father or from his brother.
I was in one of those awful little cells. You can't think straight.
There's something else going on here. Now, if Ryan says that Carl Hutchins was at the Tuxedo Club when Rick Madison was shot, then that's it. He was there. Alibi or no alibi.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to think like Ryan. Now, what if Carl's setting Ryan up? Ryan sends Carl to prison, and then Carl turns around and sends Ryan to prison. I mean, it's the perfect revenge. I have to go out for a little while. Mother!
Stay away from Carl Hutchins.
Get away from that door before I move you away myself.
Try me. What kind of cockamamie scheme you're hatching, but you can't just go charging off after Carl.
Why not?
Because...
I already had a drink with him.
What?
Only this time I think I need to be better prepared.
Victoria, Carl is nobody to play around with.
Yeah, well, neither is Ryan. Now, Carl thinks because Ryan's not a cop anymore that he doesn't have any backup. Well, he forgot about me.
Do you know that he shanghaied Amanda the other night onto a sloop in the middle of the lake?
Big deal. Everyone knows Carl has a thing for Amanda.
He was thumbing his nose at the Coreys, and they thought she was safe.
Did he hurt her?
Well, no.
Well, no. Fine. Fine. I will stay away from Carl. For now.
Thank you.
I have to find some way to prove that Ryan is innocent.
You have to think about Steve, and you have to let the police take care of this.
Mother, Ryan is in prison for killing someone. He didn't pull the trigger. If Ryan says that Carl was at the Tuxedo Club, then I have to find some way to prove it. I mean, I can do that. I can do that.
To win him back.
That comes later. I hope. I just want him to be free. I just don't want him to suffer anymore.
Be careful, please.
Have his honor call me tonight. Yes, anytime. I appreciate it. Hello, Dad.
Hello, Grant. Looks like you commandeered paradise.
What an image, huh? Stephanie gave this number to the state attorney general. I'm waiting for him to return my call.
Well, I hope that means you're finally using some clout to get your brother out of jail.
I'm trying. I just had a dinner meeting with a circuit court judge who's sympathetic.
Now, we have to get him released.
I think the attorney general's the way to go. He can spring Ryan without bail.
Then we'd better hope he comes through. Not that this grand gesture will clean the slate with your brother.
Oh, I see. You think this is all for show?
With you, Grant, it's the first thing that comes to mind.
I suppose Ryan will view it that way as well?
Why should he trust you now?
Look, Dad, I'm trying like hell to stay away from Vicky.
If you have any hope of Ryan forgiving you, then try harder. Now, I'm going back to headquarters to check on Ryan.
Tell him I hope he's all right.
Keep me posted.
And, Dad, for what it's worth, I am doing this for Ryan. Grant Harrison. Excellent. I'll be right there.
Hello?
Is Vicky there, please?
You have some nerve calling here. What do you want?
Donna, don't get dramatic on me, please. This is an emergency.
It always is, Grant. You're so important.
I need to speak with Vicky about Ryan.
She's not here.
All right, then. I'll find her myself.
Good. And if you do, she won't have anything to do with you. She won't make the same mistake twice.
Ito. Ito, all I want is a little peace. Victoria, my prayers have been answered. Now, to what do I owe this pleasure?
Well, you've done it, Carl. You know, you have really done it. You've ruined my life, although that's probably what you wanted to do, isn't it?
And here was I thinking we were getting along so famous.
The only thing famous in this room is your lousy reputation.
Oh, you do amuse me, Victoria.
You know something?
You do amuse me.
Ryan told me that you were not to be underestimated, and I think he was right.
Sometimes your fiancé is a little too impetuous for his own good. Maybe that's why he shot
He
Madison.
didn't shoot the little punk. As a matter of fact, he says you did. And now you're trying to frame him.
Now, Victoria, your fiancé thinks I'm responsible for every crime. and he's wrong.
Carl! Please stop saying fiancé. I told you. Ex-fiancé.
Why should I believe you?
You do or you don't. I don't know. It's true. I'm single now.
Are the rumors about you and the senator true? Power can be such an aphrodisiac.
Spoiled, Carl. What can I say?
Yes.
I want something, and I get it, and then I want something else.
Well, forgive me, though, but you did seem to be in love with Ryan.
Well, I wanted more.
Hence the brother. So you had the best of both worlds.
At least you understand.
Yes, I do, my dear. Oh, I do. You see, people like us, and I include you in this, we're not ordinary. We're outsiders. We can never make do, and besides, we want it all. Now, tell me why you're here.
Oh. You know, I don't know about you, but I really think this guy got off way too easy, don't you think? I mean, he should have paid more for what he did to Jenna. Don't you think?
It's all very charming. Now tell me why you're here.
Are you going to listen?
Depends.
Look, I might have ruined everything with Ryan, but I still care about him.
Isn't that just true blue of you?
If he ends up doing time, Carl, because you set him up,
Yes? Yes, what?
well, then you're going to answer to me.
Did Donna put you up to this?
No. Believe me, the last place my mother wants me to be is in your living room.
Yes, but that makes sense. Do you know, your mother, she has a very special place in my heart.
Carl, you have a heart. Surprise, surprise.
Don't you try and con me, you little tart. Do you understand?